Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. We're going to spend the next 20 minutes or so talking about a phenomena that I have found to be absolutely fun, just fun. And I'm a little skeptical often of all this stuff. Gosh, it's another job, it's something else I have to remember, but I've really enjoyed the last week that I've been poking around Pinterest and figuring out how to use it, taking webinars. I put more time into learning Pinterest than into my presentation, so forgive me if I'm a little choppy today. I have a lot to tell you in the next 15 or 20 minutes, but it's very simple. Once you start doing it, you'll find that this is one of the simplest applications you'll ever use on the internet, and that's the fun of it. That's part of the fun of it. If you don't know what the heck it is, let me explain it to you. I'm looking at the Pinterest main page now, pinterest.com. And what it is a bulletin board, a place where people can see pictures of all kinds of things. Movie stars, party favors, hairdos, places they want to go, architecture, food, views, dogs. Look at this. I have to pin this picture here. All kinds of things. And it's a place where people get to know each other a little bit better as well. So if you picture, again, a bulletin board that you have in your office, like I have one in my office, and it's covered with postcards and stuff that my nieces and nephews made me, and things I want to remember, and my Buddhist flags, and my real estate license, all kinds of things on my bulletin board. That's what Pinterest is. It's a virtual bulletin board. And as a participant in Pinterest, you can set up all kinds of different bulletin boards and categorize your stuff so that you can see it and so that other people can see it too. And consequently, when other people see your stuff, they can get to know you, get to know the area in which you work, etc. Now, I'm doing this for work. I'm not doing it for fun, but it's turned out to be fun. We're all very visual, and or I should say most people are very visual and like to look at pictures, and this is just a really great place to do it. So Pinterest, to get a Pinterest account, all you have to do is go to pinterest.com and fill out the information that they want, which is very simple, your name and your email address, and then they will send you an invitation in. It took me 3 or 4 days to get an invitation. I could also invite you, or anyone else that you know that is already on Pinterest, they can invite you, and then you can use it right away. So if you want an invite and you don't know someone that's on here, send me an email and I'll invite you. We're now logged into my Pinterest account, and you'll notice that there are some, there's a lot of food showing up right here on my Pinterest, the beginning of my Pinterest page, because the people that I'm subscribing to are going to show up what they've posted recently. My niece put that dress up in the macaroni and cheese and the bagels. I put this up there from somebody else. These are all just different things that people that I'm following have pinned recently. And I can scroll down and see, and if I like this house and I want to put it in my architecture folder, all I have to do is hover over it. I can look at the picture first. Oh my gosh, what a great house. And then if I want to pin this house, all I have to do is put it into my, excuse me, I went too far. All I have to do is go up here and repin the photograph. I'm not going to do that right now because I want to show you a couple other things first. But over here on the left-hand side, you'll see recent activity. These are people that I'm following or people that have pinned things that I put up there. For example, you see here that Jill Pettit repinned something that I pinned. Dennis Bryant repinned something I pinned. And he commented on one of my pins. Chroma Queen is following me, etc., etc. So this is what's happening to the tune of, let me show you some facts and figures here, to the tune of 10 million people a day are using this thing. Excuse me, 10 million registered users of this thing. 2 million a day are on here. Look at the brands that are using Pinterest now. Pillsbury, Whole Foods, CBS, The Gap. These are not small concerns. Lowe's, Blockbuster, UNICEF. These are all people, all companies that believe that Pinterest is the place to show their stuff. So why can't we put it to work as well? If you'll notice here, and by the way, I'm on a blog called digsandbox.com, and what we're looking at here is something else that you might not have heard of recently, but it's called an infographic, and it's a picture with all kinds of facts and figures on it, and I'm going to do a class on infographics in the next few weeks as well. But you can take all kinds of boring statistics and put them in a way that's easy to read. So if you'll notice here, 97% of Pinterest's Facebook fans are women. The people that buy the real estate from us and make most of the real estate decisions, by most I mean more than half, are women. So it's a great place to be on Pinterest if you want to reach the decision makers. 1/5 of all Facebook users are on Pinterest every single day. That's 2 million every single day. Facebook has almost 1 billion users right now, and 2 million of them every day are on Pinterest. And I saw a statistic the other day that people are spending, it was something like 22 minutes or 19 minutes. It was a phenomenal amount of time on Pinterest, especially since it's such a new phenomena. And look at the referral traffic that they're generating. LinkedIn and Google, YouTube are back here. Pinterest is generating more referral traffic than the other three bigwigs combined. So let me show you a little bit about how that referral traffic is happening. If you'll notice that, let me back up a second first off. When you set up your Pinterest account, make sure you set it up properly by filling in all the information. It'll give you an area up at the top where you can talk about yourself a little bit, and you don't want to self-promote. You just don't want to make it all about you, because it's not all about you. This section up here is the only place where it should be all about you. The rest of the boards should be about your area, the things you like. Don't self-promote on here, because you'll just turn people off. But in the area up here, the profile area, there's a spot for you to put where you live. There's a place for you to put your link to your Facebook account, as well as there's room up here to put your Twitter handle if you're on Twitter. So fill all of that out. And from all the research I've done over the past week and the other real estate sites that I've looked at, and again, I'm doing this for business, not for fun. It's become fun, but my bottom line is because I want to get some business out of this. So I'm putting up photographs of where I work, Cape Ann, videos of where I work. There are some things on here that will show people about, things that I like to do. I have a dog. Dogs we know. I like to hike, so I've got hiking pictures on there. I've got some videos here that I've done of things to do and not to do if you're buying. And then I also have some real estate photographs of properties that are for sale in the area. Let's take a quick look at that right now. Let's take a look at my Rockport real estate board here. And it's called a board on Pinterest, as in a pin board or bulletin board. That's what they call it. And I have pinned some properties that are for sale in Rockport on here. And if you'll notice, for example, that on these pins, it has the price across in a nice stripe across the corner. That's because if you put the price in down here in the comments section about the pin, it will automatically put the price across the top, so people know that it's for sale. It's also indexable, so put the address in, and you'll notice at the bottom here my web address. This is where I pinned it from, and I did that on purpose because I wanted this web address to show up. So if somebody is looking at this house and they say, wow, that looks like a great view, I could be interested in a house like that, all they have to do is click on the link at the bottom, and they know enough to do that, and look where it brings them. Now, this isn't my listing, but this is a listing that I've previewed, and it's kind of like an IDX view of the listing, but it brings them back to my website, and then they can call me to go and take a look at this particular listing. So has that happened yet? Not yet. I've only been using this for a week. I can fully expect this to happen and this to work, though, over the course of the life of this Pinterest thing. It's just been so much fun using it. So keep in mind that when you do post real estate on here, put the address in. Also don't be afraid to put what's called a hashtag. Notice I've got pound Rockport MA on here. In all my Gloucester pictures, I've got pound Gloucester MA in there. Because what happens when you put that in there, let's go up here and search pound Gloucester MA. A hashtag is something that people in the digital world, in the mobile world that use Twitter, a lot of people know that a hashtag means I can find a lot of stuff that's been tagged with anything that comes after the hashtag. So I've tagged all my stuff Gloucester MA. So if they put on Pinterest they search Gloucester MA, look what they come up with. It's all my stuff. So Rockport MA is the same way. It'll come up with all stuff that I've tagged about Rockport. So the search engine optimization possibilities and the indexing possibilities on Pinterest are enormous if you take advantage of it. You want to follow people on Pinterest. When you see something that you like, I, for example, have started to follow some people in the real estate world. The Corcoran Group is a company in New York and Florida that sells high-end properties. Look at the photographs. They're stunning. I've decided to follow a couple of their boards. I'm not following all of them, but I'm following their kitchen board, and I think I'm following one other. Yeah, their bathrooms. I want to see what's going on in the bathroom. So every time they put a picture up as a kitchen or a bathroom, it's going to show up on my Pinterest page so that I can take a look at it too, and maybe I'll post it someplace on my account, on my Pinterest account. I'm also watching Raj Sar's page. He's a Southern California real estate agent. Look at the photographs. I mean, isn't this just drawing you in? And that's what it's meant to do, is draw us in and get us to spend some time there so that as we're poking around, we can see what's going on in the area, we can get to know the area, and we can decide if we want to live there, if we're looking for real estate. And gee whiz, oh, by the way, maybe I'll use this guy for my real estate agent. Come on, this is what it's made for. And it's all indexed on Google. You can also put up your own original content on here. You can upload pictures very easily. You can link back to your own blog. Like I already showed you, you can link to your own website. And I just want to show you, to kind of wrap up here, some of the email action that I've already had on Pinterest from the last week that I've been on here. These are the email. Now, if you notice here, I first signed up in February. Thanks for joining. I was on the waiting list to get in. And then I didn't start messing with this until a week ago. On the 5th, somebody repinned. On the 7th, somebody repinned. On the 8th, somebody did this, somebody did that. So people, right away, people started repinning and seeing things that I was putting up there. So this thing is extremely what we call viral. It spreads, and it spreads really easily. So if you're thinking about it, if you're wondering if it's something that you want to use for your business, don't think about it anymore. Just go to Pinterest.com, check it out, bang around on it a little bit, see if you can have some fun on there. And if you do, and if you are enjoying it, why not sign up and start doing some real estate business from there. So there we have Pinterest. My name's Kenny McCarthy. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to call me at 978-758-0983 or shoot me an email, kenny@capeanninfo.com.